हरे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे,
Hari Bol,
हरे
Rucira
राम हरे
Mataji.
हरे।
Hare Krishna.
Hari Bol. I'm going to make you host, okay?
Yeah. Welcome to Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam class. Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Bihari,
जय राधा माधव,
Madhava,
जय कुंज बिहारी।
Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Bihari.
जय राधा माधव, जय कुंज बिहारी।
Jaya Gopi Janavallabha, Jaya Girivardhari,
Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari
Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari
Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari
Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana
Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana
Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana
Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana
Yamuna Tira Vanachari
Yamuna Tira Vanachari
Yamuna Tira Vanachari
Yamuna Tira Vanachari
Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari
Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare
Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai
Jaya
Jaya
Gauranitai
Gauranitai, Jaya
Gauranitai
Gauranitai,
Gauranitai Jaya
Jaya
Gauranitai
Gauranitai.
Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada
Jaya
Jaya
Prabhupada
Prabhupada,
Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada
Prabhupada, Srila
Pada
Prabhupada.
Haribo 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 Nitai Gora Haribo
Nitai
Hari
Gora, Haribo.
Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol
Dharam Vishnupad Paramhamsa Parivarakacharya Stotra Shatashi Śrīmad His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai
Jai
Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai
Jai,
Jai
Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai
Jai
प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय
Jai
श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंज राधा कुंज गिरि गोवर्धन की जय
Jai
सावेत भक्त वृंद की जय
Jai
all glorious assembled devotees
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
all
Krishna
glorious assembled devotees
Hare Krishna
all glorious assembled devotees
Hare Krishna
all glorious Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga all glorious Shri Prabhupada
Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya
Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om
Namo
Namo
Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Narayanam Namaskritya.
Narayanam
Narayanam
Namaskritya
Namaskritya.
Naram Chaiva Narottamam.
Naram
Naram
Chaiva
Chaiva
Narottamam.
Narottamam
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam.
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Tato Jayamudiraet.
Tato
Tato Jayamudiraye.
Jayamudiraye
Shrinvatam Swakatha Krishna.
Shrinvatam Swakatha Krishna.
Punya Shravana Kirtana.
Punya Shravana Kirtana.
Hridyantasto Yabhadrani.
Vidyantastu hi Bhadrani.
Bhadrani
Vidunoti Suritsatam.
Vidunoti Satam.
Shritam
Rashtraprayesha Babhadreshu.
Nashtaprastu Bhadreshu
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya.
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Bhagavati Uttama Shloke.
Bhagavati Uttama Shloke.
Bhakti Bhavati Naishtiki.
Bhakti
Bhakti Naishtiki.
Nestiki
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So, does anyone have the verse?
Yeah.
Yes, 5:56.
Is anyone sharing the screen?
5.5.6.
5:56.
You have to share the screen.
Oh, I don't have it on me. That's
Oh,
it.
I can do it. Sorry, that was just a thing we've just started today, Rucira, that the speaker
Okay.
should facilitate the whole class, but I've got it here, so I'm happy to share it.
Oh,
No
thank
problem.
you, Mataji. Reading from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Canto 5, Chapter 5, Text 6. Evam mana karma vasam prayunte.
Evam manah
Karma vasam prayante
Avidyayatmani upadiyamane.
Avidyatma
Avidyatmani
Pritena yavanmai vasudeve.
Vitirnayavan Mai Vasudeva
Namuchyate deha yogena tavat.
Namuchyate deha yogena tavat.
Evamana karma vasham prayunkte.
Evam manah karma
Prayante
Avidyayatmani upadiyamane.
Avidyatmani
Avidyatmani
Upadhyamane
Pritena yavanmai vasudeve.
Vitirnayavan Mai
Vasudeva
Namuchyate deha yogena tavat.
Namuchyate
Deha
deha yogena tavat.
Evam mana karma vasham prayunte
Evam manah karma vasham prayukte.
avidya atmane upadiyamane
Avidyayatmani upadiyamane.
Vitirnayavan mai vasudeve
Vitirnayavan Mai Vasudeve
Uchayede deha yoge natavat
Namuchyate
Deha Yoge
tavat.
Evam.
Evam.
Go
Yeah,
ahead, Mataji.
go ahead.
Go ahead. Evam
Evam
manakarma vasham prayunte.
Evam manah
karma vasam
prayukte
prayunte
Avidyayatmani upariyamane.
avidyatmani
Avidyatmanyupadhiyamane
upadyamane
Tirnayavan mai vasudeve.
Tirnayavan mai vasudeve
Vasudeve
Namuchyate deha yogena tavat.
Namuchyate
yogena
yoge
tavat
tavat Evam manah karma vasham prayukte
evam manah karma vasam
Vasam
prayunte
prayukte
Avidyatmanyupadhiyamane
avidyatmani upadyamane
Upadiyamane
Pritirnayavan mai vasudeve
Pritirnayavan mai vasudeve
Vasudeve
Namuchyate deha yogena tavat
Namuchyate
Namuchyate
deha
yogena
yogena
tavat
evam manah karma vasam priyunte
Evam manah karma vasham
Vasam
prayukte
prayukte
avidyayatmani upadyamane
Avidyatmane
Avidyatmanyupadhiyamane
upadiyamane
Tirnayavan mai vasudeve
Priti
Pritirnayavan mai vasudeve
Vasudeve
Namuchyate deha yogena tavat
Namuchyate deha yogena tavat
Tavat
Word for word translation. Evam,
Evam
Evam
Thus.
thus.
Thus
Manaha,
Manaha
the mind.
the mind
Karma vasham,
Karma
Karma
Vasham
subjugated by fruitive activities.
subjugated by
educated by fruitive
fruitive
activities.
activities
Prayukte,
Prayukte
acts.
acts
Acts.
Avidyaya,
Avidyaya
Avidyaya
by ignorance.
by
by
ignorance
ignorance.
Atmani,
Atmani
when the living entity.
when the living
Living entity.
entity
Upadhiyamane
Upadhiyamane
Upadhyamane
is covered.
is
is
covered
covered.
Pritihi,
Pritihi
love.
Love.
love
Na,
Na.
not.
Not.
not
Yavat,
Yavat.
Yavat
as long as.
As long as.
long as
Mai,
Mai
unto me.
Unto
unto
me.
me
Vasudeve,
Vasudeve.
Vasudeva.
Vasudeva.
Vasudeva
Krishna.
Krishna.
Na,
Na
Na.
not.
Not.
not
Muchyate
Muchyate
is delivered.
is delivered
Deha yogena,
Deha Yogena
from contact with the material body.
From
from
contact with the material body.
material body
Tavat,
Tavat
Tavat.
so long.
so
So
long
long.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
When the living entity is covered by the mode of ignorance, he does not understand the individual living being and the supreme living being, and his mind is subjugated by fruitive activity. Therefore, until one has love for Lord Vasudeva, who is none other than myself, he is certainly not delivered from having to accept a material body again and again. Purport. When the mind is polluted by fruitive activity, the living entity wants to be elevated from one material position to another. Generally, everyone is involved in working hard day and night to improve his economic condition. Even when one understands the Vedic rituals, he becomes interested in promotion to heavenly planets, not knowing that one's real interest lies in returning home back to Godhead. By acting on the platform of fruitive activity, one wanders throughout the universe in different species and forms. Unless he comes in contact with a devotee of the Lord, a guru, he does not become attached to the service of Lord Vasudeva. Knowledge of Vasudeva requires many births to understand. As confirmed in Bhagavad Gita 7.19, Vasudevaha sarvam iti sa mahatma sudurlabhaha. After struggling for existence for many births, one may take shelter at the lotus feet of Vasudeva Krishna. When this happens, one actually becomes wise and surrenders unto him. That is the only way to stop the repetition of birth and death. This is confirmed in Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 19.151 in the instructions given by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to Srila Rupa Goswami at Dashadva Medha Ghata. ব্রহ্মাণ্ড ভ্রমিতে কোনো ভাগ্যবান জীব গুরু কৃষ্ণ প্রসাদে পায় ভক্তিলতা বীজ. The living entity wanders throughout different planets in different forms and bodies, but if by chance he comes in contact with a bona fide spiritual master, by the grace of the spiritual master, he receives Lord Krishna's shelter and his devotional life begins. Om Jnana Timirandhyasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militamena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Ena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuttapada Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitam Sham He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Panchakalpatarubhyascha Kripasindhubhya eva cha Patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Śrīmati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Very nice purport by Srila Prabhupada reminding us that we are not this body and we are the eternal servants of the Lord, and the only way to come out of this material body is to have devotional service and love for the Lord. So it is very important that we use this rare form of human birth to serve the Lord in a very honest way, so without any motivations, so without any material motivations. We need to serve the Lord in a humble state of mind, and we have to love the Lord unconditionally without wanting something in return, just like the gopis of Vrindavan did. They didn't want anything from Krishna. They just loved Krishna unconditionally. So that should be our mood, to always be humble, have faith in Krishna, and always love Krishna unconditionally, and use all our senses in the service of Krishna. Then our senses become purified and we don't become attached to material energy. So our senses are always attracted to the spiritual energy when we chant the holy name of Krishna. Because Krishna is like the effulgent spiritual sun. He is Chinmaya Bhaskara, and Maya is like darkness or ignorance. So where there is Krishna, the effulgent light, there is no science or Maya, no darkness. So Krishna, when Krishna is there, Maya is conquered when Krishna is there. So when we surrender to the spiritual energy of Krishna, we don't get affected by the material energy. So Mahaprabhu gives us Krishna in the form of the holy name. And there is no difference between the name of Krishna and Krishna himself. So one who gives you Krishna is really Sadhu Guru. So the Guru gives Krishna to us. Guru gives us Krishna so that we will be able to annihilate Maya forever and come out of her clutches. So Krishna Surya Sama. Krishna is like the effulgent sun. So where there is Krishna, there is no Nis-science or Maya. Mahaprabhu says, I have come with the medicine. Enichi Oshodi Maya Nashi Baro Lagi. So in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi Lila 17.22, it is said, Koli Kale Namo Rupo Krishna Avataro, Namo Hoite Hoyo Sharbo Jagat Nishtaro. In Kali Yuga, the holy name is the incarnation of Krishna. That is the Krishna himself. And Mahaprabhu, who is Krishna himself, has come down here with the medicine that is Hari Nama Krishna. The pure name is non-different from Krishna. That does not mean Nama Aparada or Nama Bhasa. So we should not chant in offense. We should always chant in a pure state of mind. Only the pure name is Krishna. So Mahaprabhu gives Krishna, and that will annihilate Maya forever. And that is the medicine of this Kali Yuga. And Mahaprabhu says, Ami bina bondhuar kya cheto maro. Is there any well-wishing friend but me? I know your life's problem, and therefore I've come here to solve all your problems. That is what Mahaprabhu is saying. So, to be free from material energy, the medicine is to develop Krishna consciousness. And the job of the guru is to preach Krishna consciousness. The guru comes out and preaches because he has compassion for the living entities. So one who runs after fame is not a real Vaishnava. A real Vaishnava is someone who is spreading Krishna consciousness without any desire for honor or fame. So one who is related to Vishnu through devotion is known as a Vaishnava. A genuine Vaishnava is superior to all the Varnas and is the best of all. Because one is related to Parambhama, Krishna or Vishnu, he is a Vaishnava. So we should aim to be a Vaishnava. So we have to be a genuine Vaishnava. So we have to understand our eternal relationship with Vishnu or Krishna, and we have to be firmly fixed in that relationship. And that will make us a Vaishnava and the guru of all Varnas, Brahma, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. So that is a real Vaishnava. So who is a real Brahmana? A real Brahmana is he who knows the Akshara Vastu, the infallible Lord Krishna. He is a Brahmana. He has developed complete Krishna consciousness and he sees Krishna everywhere. He sees that everything is Krishna's and that Krishna is the sole proprietor and sole enjoyer. So one who is fixed in his eternal loving relationship with Krishna, he is a Brahmana. In Manu Samhita 2.168, it is mentioned, if someone after initiation, that means he gets his second birth and becomes Dvija, does not stay in the ashram of the Guru and does not engage himself in Veda Dhyana, Vedic study, under the expert guidance of that Guru, he cannot become a Brahmana. Rather, he will become a Shudra and all the generations after him will also become Shudra. So after initiation, we have to be following the instructions of our Guru. Otherwise, we cannot become a Brahmana. So in Shveteshvara Upanishad 6.38, it is mentioned, one who has developed Para Bhakti, supreme bhakti towards Bhagavan, as well as towards Gurudev, he will be able to understand all imports of the Vedas. So all Vedic knowledge will be revealed to him. So one who has become a Vaishnava, he is a perfect Brahmana. And the symptoms of a Brahmana are described in Bhagavad Gita 18.42. So Brahmins have peacefulness, self-control, austerity, purity, tolerance, honesty, knowledge, wisdom, and religiousness. These are the natural qualities by which the Brahmanas work. So we have to try and attain these qualities. And the more we spend our time in devotional service, the more we develop these qualities. Krishna gives us these qualities. So not only must a Brahmana be qualified, he must also engage in actual Brahminical activities. So we have to engage ourselves in the loving service of Krishna and know our relationship with Krishna. And then we will become a Vaishnava and a perfect Brahmana. So Prabhupada's purport in Bhagavatam 9.9.29 says, simply to be qualified is not enough. One must engage in a Brahmana's duties. the duty of a Brahmana is to know the Param Brahma Krishna. So if one has only acquired the qualifications but is not engaged in Brahmanical activities, he is not a real Brahmana. And as long as one has not developed complete Krishna consciousness and does not know Brahma Vastu Param Brahma Krishna, he is not a real Brahman. So in Atri Samhita 372, it is mentioned, in Kali Yuga, only so-called Brahmanas, caste Brahmanas, are there who have taken birth in a Brahmana family, but who have not acquired Brahmanical qualities. They are not engaged in Brahmanical activities, and they do not know the Brahma Vasu Param Brahma Krishna. But they are very proud of their Brahmanical thread. So that should not be the case. A real Brahmana should have love for Krishna, and that's how they can get their Brahmanical qualities, through devotional service to Krishna. So those Brahmanas, they think that they are real Brahmanas, but if they don't have love for Krishna, they can't be Brahmanas just because they are born in a Brahmana family. So one who follows a real Brahmana Vaishnava becomes a Brahmana himself. One should not imitate, and by imitation you cannot become a Brahmana. You have to follow. You have to be a follower to become a perfect Brahmana, and then you will be successful. So in Manu Samhita, it is mentioned that a wooden elephant, a karma maya, this is 2.157 Manu Samhita, it is mentioned. A charma mayo mriga, a deer made of deer skin, and a so-called Brahmana who is not engaged in Vedic study under the guidance of a guru are by name only. They are not a real elephant, a real deer, or a real Brahmana. They are by name only. And Srila Prabhupada hints at that thing here in his purport. A superficial Brahmana who was called a Brahmana merely because he was born in a Brahmana family. But if he has no Brahmanical qualifications and is not engaged in Brahmanical activities, he is not a real Brahman. So an elephant who looks like a real elephant but is made of wood, and a mriga, a deer, that is made of deer skin only, they're not real elephants or deers. Similarly, a Brahmana born in a Brahmana family who is not engaged in Vedic study is not a real Brahmana. So throughout the Vedas, we find so many renowned Brahmanas of very low birth, great brahmacharis, but they were from very low birth, but they acquired the qualities of Brahmanas. For example, Rishya Shringa is born out of a deer, a mrigi. He is such a famous Brahmana, Brahmashi, but he was not born as a Brahmana. By birth, one does not become a Brahmana. Then Kaushika Rishi, another great Brahmashi, but he was born out of Kusha grass, and Jambuka Rishi was born from Jambuka, a jackal. And Valmiki Maharshi, who wrote Ramayana, was born from an anthill, but he is a great Brahmana. Vyasadeva, another famous Brahmana, who wrote all the Vedic literatures for Kali Yuga, he was born from the daughter of a fisherman. Kaivarta Karniyanam. He was born from the daughter of a fisherman. Satyavati Sutta, but he is a great Brahmana. Then Gautam Rishi, a great Brahmana born from the back of a rabbit, and Vasishta, another great Brahmana, born from Urvashi, a heavenly prostitute. He was a great Brahmana, and Agastya Muni, who was born from a water pot Kalasha. So many instances we will find that by birth one does not become a Brahmana, but rather by one's qualification and activities. So we should understand that who is a real Brahmana. So we should develop complete and pure Krishna consciousness, and day and night we should engage ourselves in Brahmanical activities, which is loving service of Krishna. Then we will become the real worthy member of the Society for Krishna Consciousness. And Srila Prabhupada has said, I am creating Brahmanas because in Kali Yuga there are no Brahmanas. All are Shudras. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has said in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, he has said that Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam is the spotless proof. It is Pramanam Amalam. Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam is the essence of all Vedic literature. It is the essence of all Vedas, and it is the last contribution of Srila Vyasadeva. So after compiling all the Vedas, Puranas, and Upanishads, he at last compiled the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam under the instructions of his spiritual master Narad Muni. So Srila Vyasadeva compiled the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, and taking the essence of all Vedas, Puranas, and Upanishads, he put everything in the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, and therefore it is the essence of all Veda Vedanta. That's why Mahaprabhu said that Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam is the spotless proof. We accept it because Prema Bhakti Tattva has been described in this Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. So Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami has said, if all the different books of all the departments of knowledge from the library of the world will be destroyed, there will be no loss at all, if only one Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam is there. Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam is such a Shastra, the essence of all Vedas and spotless proof, Amala Pramana. So there are 4 types of Pramana Tattva, evidence or proof. Shruti, Pratyaksham, Aitiham, and Anumanam. Shruti means Vedic proof, or in other words, Shabda Pramana, and Pratyaksha is evidence acquired through direct sense perception. So we have 5 knowledge acquiring senses, and whatever information we acquire through these senses comes under the category of Pratyaksha. One may say, yes, I am the eyewitness. I have seen it with my eyes, so I accept it as truth. But what have you? But the conditioned soul has 4 defects: Brahma, Brahmada, Vipralipsa, and Karana Patava. This is in Chaitanya Charitamrita Adilila 7.107. So the conditioned soul senses are defective. Because we are conditioned living entities, our senses are defective. So we have to have faith in the scriptures to understand the Lord. And we have to have faith in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, because with our senses, we cannot comprehend Krishna. We have to understand Krishna through association with devotees and through reading the scriptures. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the Supreme Lord who comes here in the mood of a devotee. When he first arrived in Jagannath Puri, he immediately rushed to the temple of Lord Jagannath. When Lord Jagannath showed him his beautiful Shyama Sundar form, Mahaprabhu, being in the mood of Srimati Radharani, immediately thought, "O Lord of my heart," and ran towards Jagannath, but fell unconscious halfway. Then the Brahmanas and Pandits came, thinking he is a madman. At the same time, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya had also gone to the temple of Jagannath to have the darshan of the Lord. So when he saw that the Pandits were going to beat Mahaprabhu, he barred them and said, "No, don't beat him. Some effulgence is coming out from him. He is a Mahabhagavata." Then Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya took Mahaprabhu to his residence, where this discussion took place with his brother-in-law, Gopinathacharya. Gopinathacharya was a devotee, whereas Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was a follower of Shankaracharya, a Mayavadi. He was a very learned scholar, the incarnation of Brihaspati. So this discussion took place with Gopinathacharya, who tried to convince Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya that Mahaprabhu is Bhagavan. He could not be convinced, however. Then this Pramana Tattva came up. What Pramana or evidence do you accept? You are saying that he is Bhagavan with so much Shastra Praman, Vedic proof. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya said. So much Vedic proof is there that the students of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya who were present there objected, saying, "No, we will only accept Anumana Pramana." They accept this Anumana Pramana, which is based on mental concoction and imagination. So, if from a distance we see a hill, it looks as if it is covered with smoke. So the logic is, where there is smoke, there is fire. This is Anumana. But from a distance, it only looks as if it is covered with smoke, while there is no fire really. So if we go close to the hill, you will find that there is no fire. Then Gopinathacharya said, "Anumana Pramana nahi Ishvare Tattva Jnane." One cannot understand the Supreme Lord through logic. Every individual has a different Anumana or logic. Then how will you come to a point acceptable for all? One has to accept Shastra Pramana, Mahajana Pramana. That's what the Mahajana Acharyas have said. The bona fide Acharya, who comes in the bona fide disciplic succession, knows Veda Tattva Shruti. And what he says is to be accepted. So that discussion was there and in Chaitanya Charitamrita. So we have to accept the bona fide Acharya and we have to accept Shastra Pramanas. We have to have faith in the Shastras. So in conclusion, we have to accept the Shastras and we have to accept the Guru, because after many, many births, we have come to this position of human birth where we can learn about Krishna. So we should not waste any time and we should spend all our time in the service of Krishna. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening. If you have any comments or realizations, please share. Hare Krishna.
Haribo, Rucira. Thank you so much for class.
Haribo,
It was really lovely. You know, you didn't reinvent the wheel. It's things we've all heard before, but you presented it very nicely. Thank you so much. And all the way through, as you were speaking, I was writing little notes, but I was a bit distracted. So I was using all these long, big words, but you just summarized it perfectly in that last line. That if we can just get to a place of accepting Sastra via our acharyas, then we can't go wrong.
Yes.
So thank you, Mataji. Thank you so much. It was lovely. Haribo.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Rucira.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Thank you very much for the class. So from this verse, the important thing which I feel is that we are all in ignorance,
Yes.
avidya. And for us, it is very important that we must approach a spiritual master, bona fide spiritual master. So if we approach a spiritual master, bona fide spiritual master, then he can actually guide us. And by his guidance, we can achieve the ultimate goal of life. The ultimate goal of life is to have Krishna Prema. So this is the important thing which we all have to have. Unless until we have a spiritual master who can guide us, we cannot do anything on our own. Sarse Brahmanand Brahmite Kon Bhagyavan Jiva. Guru Krishna Prasad Paya Bhakti Lata Bija. So that's Bhakti Lata Bij. That is after so many births, and deaths and all that. We are very fortunate to come in touch with a guru. And then Guru, by the mercy of the Guru, we can get Krishna. Without the mercy of Guru, we can't get Krishna. Thank you very much, Rucira. You have given very nice difference between Brahmanas and Vaishnavas, and which is very important for us. We don't have to take birth in a Brahmana family, but we have to acquire those qualities of Brahmana, and Rishwadev is telling all this to his sons. And actually, this is for all of us. His sons are very, very elevated devotees right from the birth. But these are instructions of Rishwadeva is so important that by reading all this, that we can also get at least a bit of the instruction. Thank you very much again. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Mataji, for all your realizations. Hare Krishna. There are no other comments. I'll finish here today. Grantara Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki jai.
Jai.
Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Jai Gaura Premanande.
Hari Hari Bol. Har
Hari.
Grace Rucira Dasi ki jai.
Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.